Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to our daily live Forex trading session. I am ITG Finance, and we're going to be trading the Forex markets this morning. I want to welcome you to the video. This is a video journal for me to go back and look at my trading sessions. I'm not a professional trader, so please don't follow my trades and trade at your own risk. This is for entertainment purposes only, educational purposes, and I hope you get something out of this. If you do, you can like the video, you can share, you can subscribe. Click the little bell icon, it'll tell you when I'm live. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and get into it this morning. Going to look for some of our long-term setups on the 1 hour. Right. Basic setups, we're looking for red or blue HMA, the price to be on the correct side, and the stochastic to indicate that we're ready to open an order. If we don't see a lot setting up on these, we may just find a pair to go scout. I don't know how much the market's going to be moving today, being a Monday, but we will definitely check it out. Let's see. If you're new to the channel, please leave a comment. Let me know where you're from. Say hello. I like hearing from new viewers. Also, if you have any suggestions about how to make the stream better, please leave those in the comments. I'd love to give you guys more value while you're watching the videos. So this is a blue HMA, and the price is below 50, but I need a green candle to go into a long there. Looks like everything's kind of working its way counter trend across all the pairs here. Anytime I see a gap in the price, I'm going to refresh my charts just because I want to make sure we're not getting any bad data. Not much going on with the way we're currently trading, so we're going to look for something to scout. I could go short on this because it hasn't broken over the HMA yet. I'm just leery because of what we saw from the rest of the market, so I'm just going to check the 15-minute on this. Yeah, I don't like the prospects here. Looks like it's been bouncing off of resistance and then it finally broke through. So. All right, let's see. Everything's kind of in this sideways consolidation right now. This has been in a pretty good downtrend. We could look for the pullback here and play this short. Go ahead and draw some support and resistance lines in here. We'll look and see what our price actions look like. Only been about 3 bars, so we will see, or 3 pips, sorry. So we'll see what we can get out of this. The situation is that, it's going to need to break out of this bottom range, or it's just going to bounce back up and head back up to the top side. So just going to buy into this as it pulls back. We'll kind of wait until it gets up to this next blue line before we put some more layers on. I'm just going to use our support and resistance lines here to tell us where the price may go to. This pink line is a line that shows us for all of our trades, if the price got back to there, our uneven pips should be pretty close to 0. Just kind of gives me a visual indicator of where I am on the trades that we have open. Market's just coming back a little bit, but we're kind of in the middle between these two blue lines, so that's where we're looking for the action to come, is for this to be, support level, and then the price to drop back down to this lower resistance. Now we're starting to see that price come back. See how far it goes before it decides to turn around again. Alright. Seems to be slowing down a little bit. Every time it pulls back, I'm just going to put another trade on. I want our top level trade to kind of be down below this resistance level in case the price breaks through this morning. We'll be able to catch that run. If we trade back up towards this blue line and I put a trade on, we'll take profit on this guy when it comes back down, and then move the other trades level down. But you want to just get 3 pips every time if you have one that you can catch the run on. Wow, look at that price run. It's kind of an unusual candle. Let's look at the Euro USD. Sometimes, yeah, see, its price isn't really moving like this one is, so we'll just trade it like an unusual candle. Oops. Even though it was unusual price action, we're still looking for our support and resistance levels to try to hold here. If it breaks up, then we'll, continue to put on trades until we get it to move in our direction. We'll put a couple on at this support level here. Just build a couple layers of trades here. The Bears must be asleep, man. They're really letting the Bulls push them around this morning. I'm just kind of see how far up this goes, if it wants to pull back or not. We do have a pretty good trend line here. And it's kind of breaking through that, so just something to keep an eye out. It really ignored all this price structure in here, which is normally pretty good, support and resistance levels. So the fact that it ignored that, was a pretty big deal. Kind of just giving the market a chance to breathe, right? We haven't got any blue candles in there, except for this little bitty tiny one. It'd be nice if even if it was running up, if we could get some nice pullbacks to get profit off of, but that's not the case right now. It's just kind of running, so we'll kind of let it run up and die out. We'll see if this resistance level can hold. Put on a few trades here. We just got a new 15-minute bar, so maybe this one will be blue. That'll be great. And again, the trade didn't go in our favor. But we're still using these support and resistance levels to kind of guide us. Back here it took a really big run down and then kind of bounced around and then eventually came back up. So that's kind of what we're looking for here, right? Even if it takes a long run to the upside, looking for it to lose the momentum and finally work its way back down. We may not end up getting all the way back down to these bottom layers, but as long as it gets below these pink lines, then we'll be right side up on the entire trade. This is just one trade basically that we're layering into. And as long as it gets back down below here, I'll be able to close out all the trades and make still be in profit. So that's all we're looking for, is to get it back to this pink line. What do you guys think? You think we're going to run up, past this into our stop losses, or you think the market's going to turn around and come in our favor? What's it gonna do? So now all those resistance levels become support levels. So as it comes down it'll have to break through those. So all my profits are kind of, right at those lines or above. These are kind of below, but if it breaks through here, it could come all the way back down. So I'm not really worried about that. It's just going to be one of those days, I guess. So on the 1 hour chart, we're getting into an area with a lot of support and resistance. right in here. You can see we have an area here, an area here, an area here, and an area right here where all these pivots are. So I'm just looking to stay right above that with my stop loss and hoping that these support and resistance levels will push us back to the downside. You can see on the 1 hour, the candle we're currently on has completely reversed the position from the previous hour. So I don't know what to expect at this point. I feel like I'm putting all these blue lines on, as a, oh, well, this is where it's going to turn around. And the price is like, yeah, hold my beer and watch this. You know what I mean? I just don't know what's going on with the market. So here we are. Alright, finally some movement in our direction. We'll see what actually happens here. If we can actually get some movement in our favor, I can start putting some more trades on as we move down here. The hourly candle's blue so far. We'll see. Oh, turned green. Just don't know what to expect from this. Which is unusual, because I mean, normally you can look at the charts and kind of play the price action, see what it's doing, you know, look for some support, at least get a little bit of a pullback, but it is not doing anything this morning. But the market's been unusual ever since this coronavirus stuff started. You've seen weird runs out of nowhere, weird price action, normally unusual candles. You know, if you have an abnormal candle like this one, you'll normally get some retracement, you know, halfway or a full retracement. And in this market, with the coronavirus stuff, I mean, you're just seeing this run up, and then you're like, okay, well, it's going to retrace. Nope, it just kind of goes up and does whatever it wants to do. So the only good news we have right here is that the price has kind of gotten back even with the HMA, which could indicate a reversal. You know, it didn't right here, but you know, usually when you see it get close to the HMA, you know, it's going to start going the other direction. So we'll keep an eye on that and see if that's something that comes to fruition for us. At least at this point, I'm looking for any positive sign that I can come up with. So our 1 hour and our 15-minute HMA are still red. You know, so if I was getting any change in direction from that, I might be more concerned. It's going to come up and test these highs again. We'll see what it does. This could stop me out, guys. I'm not going to keep pushing my stop loss up. You know, there's a reason it's there. You know, if it does, you know, we'll just come back and try tomorrow. You can't win every day. I'd like to win every day. But you got to have good, you know, money management. You got to know when to take your loss. And you don't want the loss to be so big that you spend weeks kind of digging out of it. So anywhere between, you know, 1-2% is like where I like to be for a loss. If I'm going to have a really bad losing day like this, where I just can't get anything to work in my favor. You know, if you get in the 3, 4, 5% range, you're really having a bad day, and it's going to take you a long time to build out of that. If you're only looking for, you know, 0.5%, 1% a day, you know, you could be looking at 2 weeks of trading just to get back even. So stop loss is important. Now I will move it up, you know, up or down based on what I'm seeing in these, you know, resistance levels and stuff like that. But, you know, if you just keep moving them and moving them and moving them, eventually you're going to really be in a bad spot, and the price may never come back. Got about 10 more minutes before I have to jump off of here, and at that point I'll just leave my stop loss where it is, and, you know, let the price do what it's going to do. You know, all my trades take profits and stop losses, so I'll just come back and check on it periodically to see what happened with the trade. But I'm hoping in the next 10 minutes we can at least get some movement in our favor, so have a little bit of momentum when I leave to the downside. This is normally pretty favorable, right? When you have this big wick, then you have some, some blue bars that follow. That's usually a good sign of momentum, but you never know with the way things are acting this morning if that's actually going to be true or not. We have the stochastic in our favor on the 15-minute. It's way up there in the 90s, so that should indicate, overbought, and should push the price down as well. But still waiting on it to go above 50 on the 1 hour. So we'll see if we can get above 50 without taking out our stop loss here. It's just riding this HMA, which it kind of did back here, right? So we could still have a little while before we actually get on the other side. Might as well build another layer up here at the top. If we're going to get snuffed out, that's not very much room for them to run. But if it can come down and take us out, at least we'll be in a pretty good position to take some of those pips back. Try to get all my stop losses together here. Since I got new trades on, get them all pulled in. Alright guys, well I have to run. I do want to thank you for being here. Thank you for watching the videos. Again, leave a comment if there's anything you'd like to contribute for today's trading session. I want to thank you all for being here. Please click the like button. That helps the channel grow. Leave a comment and click subscribe if you want to see more. I'll be live tomorrow morning. And thank you very much for being here. Goodbye.